welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where titles are won, legends are made, and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the Missouri Tigers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Missouri about to kick off to lift the lid on this one. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Off the play fake on first down. Fires on the move. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. High-flying pass catchers and the Crimson Tide. That combination wasn't right at the top of your mind, say, 30 years ago.
No, it used to be run, run, more run. And you've seen over the years, they've opened it up, the playbook, and they've brought in dudes. They've had some guys that can fly. They've had receivers winning Heisman trophies, like so many game breakers on the outside that make big plays in this offense.
Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Setting up the screen. Turning it on. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a...
Touchdown, Bama! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
I really like that drive for this offense. Putting last week behind them, putting a drive together, showing some explosiveness. This offense really put last week behind them. The poor performance last week, starting off with a bang here today.
And he made the extra point without problem. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. The give to the back. Finds a little space. He has the first and still on his feet. And that first defender was just waving at him after that sweet move. He picked up the first down. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Rides the back on the option to give. Finds some fresh air. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. He's got it on the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Got the quick pass. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
From the gun, running back gets to give. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Second down, they'll go to the air. On the run, fires downfield. Got his man. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
And that will be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Quickly complete. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the first down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
They've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. But he will be stopped short.
Really nice job by the defense that time. 3rd down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. It was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up 4th down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
It's complete on the right side. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
They go to the ground. He's loose at the 15. There he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Really good good-looking run. You think about the legacy Alabama has at the running back position. It's ridiculous. Mark Ingram won a Heisman, obviously. Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs. I'm going to go back to Sean Alexander, who I played against back in the day, too. All these guys had speed. All these guys had vision and quickness. And this guy right here, he has all of those traits himself. Just another...
Wide open on the right. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Let's talk about Alabama. A big-name running back, always a great get in the recruiting world. 4-star running back they got last week. Seems as if he'll fit in nicely here.
Oh, he's going to be a great fit. I mean, when you get a great player like that, the whole fan base gets jacked up. You see it all over social media, and it starts to build some momentum in your recruiting class.
Got him downfield. Oh, a lot of space. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Alabama!
Quarterback's ability to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll bring it out. It's Jones. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Caught over the middle. It's Terry. And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few.
Nice completion, nice short gain. Now it sets up 3rd down. And wait a minute, 3rd down now becomes, we're going to go for it on 4th down anyway, so it really doesn't matter that much. Great job getting a little chunk. Now we get to go have some fun.
Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. In their own territory, but completely undaunted as they go for it and make it on 4th down.
And it's crazy. I don't even think you have a second thought anymore. Even in your own side of the field, like, what, I'm going to have bad field?
Oh, he's got some space. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
And the Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Caught, close to the marker, it's Roberts. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage before he was stopped, but using the running back in the short passing game gives him a 1st down. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Gets the back moving. To the air on 1st down. Keeps looking downfield. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
This quarterback, man, is scary fast. I think sometimes he's too fast. I think on a play like that, sometimes when you're on the run, you just want to sort of settle yourself a little bit, get your feet under you so you can make a more accurate throw.
Wants to throw again. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. That's caught. It's Jones. Tripped up for the tackle.
plays are going to break down, but that never seems to affect this quarterback. He's so athletic and so fast. He's able to avoid the pass rush, get himself on the perimeter, and now he's just using his God-given ability and his arm talent to make big-time throws.
Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. Looking downfield on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And how about this young fella who's slinging the pill, man? His completion percentage is through the roof. Dude, he's over 80% right now. Everything he's throwing is working, using the whole field, using multiple receivers. He looks like a different cat from what we've seen all throughout the season.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up second.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Offense scoops it up and still going.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Quarterback has to have command in those situations. You cannot afford a penalty like that deep in your own territory. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
Catch in the middle, it's Young. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable third down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
To throw, it's Mack. Hit as he throws. He's got it. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Gonna take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Got it in the middle. It's Lewis.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And now the lead is extended a little further. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. We're just about ready to start the second half. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to go up top on first down. Dances away. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball.
Unleashes one deep. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. That's one of those throws. He tried to give it some touch, and as soon as it left his hand, you know he was thinking, no, please bring it back, bring it back.
As a quarterback, Reese, you've got to throw the ball with conviction. Generally, when you throw it harder, oftentimes you're a lot more accurate.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Takes it the other way. He's at the top, and he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri!
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. Northwestern is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. We've seen this program stage memorable comebacks before. Do not rule out another one today. They're trailing by 13.
Touchdown, Crimson Tide! Special teams proving to be special. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. On 2nd and 10, a 4 wideout set, trips right. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Looking to scramble. Pickup of 5, it'll be 3rd down and 5.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going.
Coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Might as well stick with him. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going.
Touchdown time! And the stomping has commenced.
That's why, as a defense, you have to game tackle this guy. You've got to bring multiple bodies to the party because he's just way too strong of a runner. It's too hard to tackle this guy one-on-one, dude.
And how about the running back, man? That's a grown man. Like, you can tell, once he gets his feet moving, he is hard to bring down, breaking tackles, making plays. This is a guy that doesn't need a great offensive line because he continues to make plays even when they're not there to be made.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll start this drive going to the air. Finds his tight end. Breaks into the open. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
With the catch, it's Terry. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Steps away. Rolling right and going deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And this just hasn't been his day, man. He's already thrown some interceptions and leaving the ball short, like just not getting to his receiver. He's got to do something to change the mojo up because right now he's not playing well. And at this rate...
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. He caught it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Grabs it inside. Oh, and the ball's out on the return. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they'll steal a possession.
Very rarely do you have a play on defense where you've got 30 yards head of steam built up to come make a collision. On kickoff and kickoff return, you do. And a lot of times you see big sticks and fumbles happen as a result.
Unloads to the wideout. Almost had the completion. Just missed it.
You got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
Handoff from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They have been able to stop him in his tracks.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Throws toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
He makes the fair catch deep in his own end, and I get the criticism, but man, he probably wanted to at least save a few yards of field position. First play of this drive comes from the 5-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. Found some space and crosses the 10 out to the 11. It's a pickup of 6.
Hey, And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. Scanning the field, it's Mack. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Throws to the tight end. Got his man to the left. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He's got it. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
Hey, it's just been frustrating to watch the inconsistency of this guy at QB, man. You've got to be able to stay in rhythm in an offense, to stay ahead of schedule. And he's had a moment, and he threw a touchdown pass, but more consistency, more finding the open guys, delivering it to them, and keeping this offense on schedule.
Wants to throw again. Makes the grab on the left. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it and make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
Motion from the wide receiver. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Bring in the heat. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. And they'll come to the line trying to take a slice out of this lead on 3rd and goal. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Here's the pressure. Had to throw it before he wanted. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
Man, do I love being a defensive lineman in games like today when you know you got to go get the quarterback. Like, they're down on the other side. They have to throw the football. Only chance they have to get back in. I'm playing the pass every time, pinning my ears back, and going to get the quarterback.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. That'll close the gap to 14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Interesting showdown in the MAC today, men. Take a look at how things are playing out. Pittsburgh has the lead right now. The Steel City has been buzzing all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 7 over UMass. The MACtion never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. Quick release on the RPO. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Bama! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
Yeah, salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air on 1st down. Under fire. Grabbed behind the line. It's Roberts. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Blasted as he lets it go.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy, and because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football, and that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the 4th quarter.
Oh, they're after him. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
It's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the 1st down. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Here comes that Alabama offense. They'll give it to the back. He breaks a tackle.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few 1st downs, and get a W.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. They have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Trying to impose their will with the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and then limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day. Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. And for the second time in this game, he'll try to knock through a field goal, this one a 41-yarder. Dead center perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Throws to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Madison. And the tackle was made, but not before. That completion gets them 30-plus. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Looking downfield on first down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Man, that is a huge play for the defense because they had to stop the bleeding. On the very last play, they gave up an explosive one, and all of a sudden it feels like the defense is on their heels. But what a great job in an individual effort, winning up front, getting around the block, and getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play.
The Tigers need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here. Lets it fly. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
This is what you're looking for when you have the better team.